Most contractors that I've talked to tell me the exact same thing on the first call with them, which is the leads that they're getting at the moment are bad. But when I actually look at what happens when a lead comes in, the leads were never a problem. They're just sat there for hours before anyone ever called back. And because of this, the homeowners probably already hired the person that actually answered first. So here's the truth. Your leads aren't bad. Your follow-up is. Let me show you the 5-minute rule that fixes it. First off, I want to tell you a little bit about myself. My name's Harry. I run Ignis Scaling. We help home improvement companies to get more booked jobs through marketing. So let me show you a little bit of results real quick so you know that I actually know what I'm talking about. Here we go. So this was Kian. He did 125k in 60 days. There's more here. You can have a look. Let's go into this. 13k deposit, 70k job, that's almost pretty much agreed, 100k almost confirmed in 24 hours. Anyway, let's get back to the video. So, what we're going to be covering is why bad leads is a myth. So let me pull up my pen here. The 5-minute rule and the exact follow-up script. So, I just want to say this. This is like a common misconception, which I like to call the myth. It's almost never the leads. People say, contractors say the leads are trash, nobody's serious, they're just tie kickers. But all along, it's mainly just you're getting to it slow, and you get into the lead after they've already called someone else. And what I mean by this is, let's just say you got to it slow, right? It doesn't just automatically mean the job's gone, right? But it means that maybe they don't ask you for a quote because they've already asked someone else, they've already said yes, and they're already coming out, okay? Like, speed is so important, and I don't think people realize this. So, yeah, literally, this is the next slide. Speed is the whole game. 78% hire the first business that responds. Again, not the cheapest, not the best reviewed. They literally hire the fastest. So, if you can reply in 5 minutes, you're more likely to win the job. You know, if you wait 30 minutes, the odds are falling, There's actually a statistic about being able to book someone in for an estimate. If you don't respond in 5 minutes, that goes down by like 300%, by the way. There's, I think it was Oxford that did the study. But yeah, and after an hour, it's mostly gone. So this is why it happens, right? Obviously, you're on the tools at the moment, unless you're running a large company. You're probably sat back a little bit. Obviously, you've got your own jobs to do. But most of you guys are on the tools. You know, a lead is going to fill out your form. You're on the job. The phone's in your pocket. You probably don't even hear it. And then you call back, right? But they came in at 10:14 and it's 1 p.m. They've already booked in with someone else. Okay, we need to fix that. So we need to make it impossible to miss. This is the fix. We need an instant text back. So the second a lead comes in, you need to give them a text. Make sure, I'm going to go over the exact message to use as well. But this needs to be in seconds, not hours. Literally reply straight away. And if you have an automated follow-up as well, literally a simple sequence. Let's just say they don't respond in the first 5 minutes. Maybe the next day, without you having to consistently follow up with them. Because imagine you have 50 leads and you have to do that all the time. It just depends how big of a business you are. Maybe you have 5 or 10 or 15 or 20. It doesn't matter. It's still more effort on your side when you can create an automated follow-up sequence and it's done for you. Okay? And it's going to keep reminding them to book in. But this is the most important, the instant text back. Let's say if you couldn't get to the lead, okay? Now, here's the messaging sequence that I like to use. So you're going to say, hi name. If you use something like Go High Level, or if you've got no clue what that is, it's like a CRM. And you can send, like, for instance, if the lead comes in as Jennifer, you can have like a custom value which says hi and then their name, Jennifer. It will like automatically transfer it onto the message. It's obviously you, let's say Dave from XYZ company, got your request for, I don't know, driveways, if you guys do driveways. Still looking to get it done. Okay, that's what we're sending instantly. Then after 30 minutes, you can have another follow-up text, which I like to do. It actually increases the likelihood of them to respond. We could just say, you know, happy to sort you a quick quote. What's a good time for a 5-minute call today? And the reason why we're setting up a call here, by the way, and I don't cover this in this slide, you don't want to just go out to them and you haven't even asked any questions like what's the project, when are they looking to get it done, what else can we say, like what's the budget in mind. If you don't ask any of these questions, you're going to be traveling for what? It could be 30 minutes, could be 10 minutes, could be an hour. For a lead that maybe wants it done next year, there's no point doing that. You're wasting your time. So, and then the next day, You could say something like, still want this handled? I can hold a spot for you this week. Just reply yes. We also use in my own company, we have like a 30-day messaging sequence. It doesn't text them every day. We have it spaced out, and I might cover that in another video. But this is like the fundamentals. This is what you need to be doing. So this is the kind of result, right? We're going to have, the same leads, but we're going to have more jobs. Because before, they sat for hours, and pretty much they've gone to whoever called first and actually went out to them. Okay? Obviously, you don't need extra ad spend. You don't need new leads. You just stop letting them rot, and this is why it's so important. Maybe if you're a bigger business, hire an appointment setter to do this for you. But after you obviously implement this little system, they're going to be obviously replied to in seconds, and they're going to be booked on your calendar. I'm going to have more of these people, right? Which means you're going to get more jobs. Let's just say we had 20. Let's say you didn't follow up with half of them. Okay. Let's say if you did follow up with half of them, what's that? Your average job is what, 10 grand, for instance. It could be more. Let's say 2 out of 10 convert. That's an extra 20k you got just because you actually followed up with them fast. So yeah, that's pretty much, it's a very simple video. I hope it made sense. If you do want this all implemented for your business and more, because this is honestly just the basics, we handle the advertising for you. We do all the follow-ups. You literally just have to show up to that quote and close. That's all you have to do. There's a link in the description to book a call with me. We'll go over your business, how I can help. If I genuinely think I can't help, I will tell you on that call. And yeah, hope you enjoyed this little video, and I'll see you in the next one.